Well, hey there, everybody. Good morning. What's shaking on this great Tuesday morning? Hopefully, you're doing well. Hopefully, your day is off to a good start. Appreciate you finding some time to hang out with us here on Winning Bets. We're going to talk our sports and talk our sports betting as well. Big show we've got for you today. We, of course, got to make sure we recap yesterday. Big 15-game slate of MLB preview to go ahead and get to. And then at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time, Matt will join us. 6 games midweek in the Premier League. We'll talk all six and give you bets for each one. All right, let's first go ahead and make sure we get on into that recap, though, from yesterday, where we get to go ahead and ring the cash register a good 3-2 day plus 1.26 units. Love to see that right there. Let's work our way through the pets. Athletics F5 run line. That one still has me laughing inside that you get the better pitcher, you get the better offense, and you're going to go ahead and give me runs, and you're going to do it at plus money. Like, if you're not making that bet, what the hell are you handicapping for? You know, you live with the result either way. And then obviously it goes our way 0-0 after 5. Athletics had a couple chances. Yankees really chance only came in that bottom half of the 5th inning. Well, that's when they got their only runner in scoring position with the runner on first and second. But then the next guy gets an out and gets us tucked in nice and easy. I need that half a run. I'll gladly go ahead and take that at plus 120. You love to see that right there. Great game overall. All the leans hit in that game. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe you did Rodon. Maybe you did the run line or the full game money line. Just an absolutely great game. Love to see when the stats go out. And if you watch that entire game like I did, we already knew that the Athletics bullpen is good. God damn, those last two guys that come in, especially that closer, Mason Miller. I mean, throwing 102 miles an hour to close out that game. That dude is absolutely electric stuff. And then how about Aaron Boone getting tossed in the first inning? Like I said, I watched that whole game. That was very enjoyable. You know, they get after it there with the hit by pitch. Boone settles down. He respects Hunter Whittlestaff's request to lock it up. But a fan goes ahead and gets him tossed. Let's go home plate. Coming from a fan in the first row there, just up over the dugout, goes ahead and gets Boone ejected. If you haven't seen that one, get on John Boy Media. It's a good exchange between him and Hunter. The best exchange in that was when Hunter was like, okay, Aaron, you're probably right. You know, you didn't say anything. That's what Boone's whole objection was. It's like, I didn't say anything. Don't throw me out. So Hunter goes, you're probably right, Aaron. And Aaron replies with, no, I'm not probably right. I'm fucking right. Like, I didn't say anything, dog. You threw me out. So good stuff right there. You love to see that right there. Hey, what about those Orioles? We had a pitching change in that game, but it didn't really matter. I mean, a large part of making that bet was you just had massive hitting advantages. Orioles up against left-handers, and the Angels have certainly cooled off against the right-handers. So no real change, because at least with the Orioles making the change to Albert Suarez, it was still a right-handed pitcher, and obviously he comes in and does the job up against some cold bats, and the Orioles bats do just enough to give us the F5 money line, another plus money bet. Brewers can't do it against the Pirates. Fall behind early, muster a run, can't eventually come back. They fall 4-2. Cardinals on the money line. How about a walk-off win there in the bottom of the ninth on a 2-run home run? So that one makes you feel good with the handicapping too, because you knew starting pitching was a wash between Pat and Lance Lynn. You were just hoping that they could generally be equal. You had the hitting advantage, but what you really had was that bullpen advantage. We talked about that Cardinals bullpen up against a weak Arizona bullpen. So if it became a bullpen game, you want to be holding on to Cardinals money line at minus 105, and that's what we did. And that was a great crash with the walk-off home run. Our Nerfy got tripped up again. Second straight Nerfy that's been really painful to lose. Of course, Friday, remember we lost with the leadoff home run. Yesterday's was easy first inning, easy bottom half, and then hell, you had 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Nobody was on. And then I think I went single, double. It's just painful that comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, no runners on in that situation. And then the Twins are able to mount a rally. Put that in the category of shit happens. Overall, it's a good day at plus 1.26 units. You love to see that right there. Let me know down in the comment section all the great cashes that you guys had. And then we got to get this thing rolling again. We've got a full 15-game slate in the MLB to go ahead and preview. And then, like I said, Matt will join us here in about 40 minutes. We'll go ahead and break down these Premier League games. Let's get it, my man. Love the vibes you're bringing. Loving the vibes. St. Louis sold yesterday. Cardinals got the win, 5-3. Is that wrong on the recap? Did I miss a game-winning 2-run home run? I thought for sure I saw a 2-1 home run. Yeah, 2-run home run. St. Louis didn't sell. They got the cash, man. Cash counters holding on to your cash. Go get it. Morning, Corey. Morning, my man. Brian, how are you doing? Tyler, how's it going? This guy's got a big card. It's the biggest card of the year. We're obviously going to get to that in quick hits on payoff pitch. But yes, it's the biggest card of the year. I was thinking yesterday after like everything hit in the athletics, because I told you guys I play all my leans. I play every play in rapid fire. One of these days, I'm just going to say, screw it, and just put everything on the card. But today's not that day. We've got 8 normal plays that make the card. Really good ones, Tyler. Can't wait to cash them with you. You heard a lot of people on the Yankees today. I bet nobody that watched this show was on the Yankees because we did a damn good job of justifying better starting pitcher, better hitting, and equal bullpen. I tried to, there were some people in the chat on the Yankees. Hopefully I talked them off that. That's, if you didn't join me on the Athletics, cool, but at least hopefully I was able to successfully talk you off of a losing pick on the Yankees. Boy, Aaron Judge, like I said, watch that game. That guy, his swing is awful. Stanton right behind him, his swing is awful. Just easy. Just a really easy cash. Yeah, I've heard that chatter about the umps trying to be part of the show. Just sit back and do your goddamn job before you get replaced by the robots. You meant Brewers. Yeah, Brewers let us down. But it's okay. That's why, you don't see on my card, minus 150s that often. Very, very rarely. I try to hover around to a 3-2 day can put, over a unit in your pocket. Was that 3+ money bets on the card yesterday? 1 at minus 105. And Brewers were minus 110 or something like that. So, they were the dog of the day. That was 4+ money bets. Brewers are the dog of the day. We'll get it back, though, Poop Slinger. Won't be what the Brewers say. Don't have the Brewers say on the card. You cashed last night 8 hours of OT. Nice. Let's get it. Anyone else hit that plus 550 on the Garcia fight? Nice. A little UFC last night, a little boxing last night. Let's go, Fish. That's a great hit, dog. That's a great hit. All right, boys, let's strap on in. Let's talk some baseball. Big slate today, 15 games. Let's not waste any more of that precious time, and let's get it. All right, guys, welcome on into the payoff pitch where we talk every single baseball game, and we've also got the menu there on the left-hand side. Pitching props, hitting props, dog of the day, nerfy of the day. You get it all here on the payoff pitch. Let's just jump on into it. First inning, we call it quick hits. I'd like to just give you my opening thoughts. My 2 thoughts on the opening day is let's just keep this shit rolling. Same thing I said yesterday, and we were able to ring the cash register, so let's just keep it rolling. And as Tyler said in the chat, biggest card of the MLB season goes today. 8 plays in total. We've got more bets than we've got innings, so we'll actually have to catch some of my plays in rapid fire, but I think everybody's well and okay with that. Let's jump on into it around the bases. Let's go ahead and take a couple games and go ahead and break them down. First, let's go ahead and look at the Seattle Mariners are in Texas today to take on the Texas Rangers, and this is one where I'm getting the better starter in Logan Gilbert of a Dane Dunning. Gilbert has a chance to actually give you some real quality lanes, rack up the strikeouts, just a good guy. Dane Dunning going to be a little wild with his control. Going to keep it respectable, though, more times than not, but definitely you do get the starting pitching advantage there with Logan Gilbert. From a hitting advantage, real nice advantage here from the Seattle Mariners, who have climbed all the way up in the top 5 of hitting. In fact, they're second in hitting, 286. Texas Rangers come in at 242. Seattle's bringing some power to the plate at 427 on the slugging. The Rangers are 388. OPS is 821, 668 for the Rangers. Weighted runs created, 150 for the Mariners. Texas Rangers coming in at 91 below league average. So you can see across the board from a hitting standpoint, the Seattle Mariners do it all better than the Texas Rangers. And actually the Mariners have actually calmed down on the strikeouts. We know the Rangers are great at avoiding the strikeout. We broke them down on the Kenta Maeda play last week. But the Mariners have finally calmed the hell down on striking out at 23.2%. Well, no big surprise. They're not striking out. Well, now they're starting to make real contact. Slugging numbers are there. Batting averages numbers are there. Everything looks really good from this Seattle team right now. So we expect them to probably be leading the game after 5 innings, to be frank, because I'm getting the better starter. I'm getting the better offense as well. And those advantages are going to carry right over into the bullpen. Seattle Mariners bullpen is is top 5, 1.54 ERA, 6.23 for the Texas Rangers. You get a 3.46 FIP to the Mariners, 4.79 for the Rangers. I get a 0.81 WHIP versus 1.55, and my opponent's batting average for the Mariners is 1.73. It's 2.48 for the Texas Rangers. So not quite sure why the Mariners are coming in at a dog. They're a dog based on the comparisons, but it's not at plus money. But this is the dog within this game, or at least when I went ahead and betted it. I don't know what it is now, but checks all the boxes, right? Give me better offense. Go ahead and give me the better bullpen, and go ahead and give me the better starting pitching as well. It's the absolute no-brainer play. So sign me up for the Seattle Mariners money line today, taking on the Texas Rangers. Let's go ahead and do the second game here in the round of bases. It's going to be a repeat from last night. Orioles are still obviously in L.A., I still want to go ahead and back the Baltimore Orioles. We talked about them from a left-handed hitting standpoint yesterday. The right-handed hitting numbers are in the top 5 as well. 276, 510 slugging, tons of power, 836 OPS with a 143 opponent's batting average. They remain to be a team that does not strike out at 19.4%. And then there's your Angels. I mean, we talked about them yesterday against a right-hander. We thought they were going up against Grayson Rodriguez, who's got really good numbers. We talked about them yesterday, so we don't need to regurgitate them. But the Angels, again, just a bottom 10 offense. Weighted runs created 83. No power to plate at 345. And they're only hitting 225. I mean, just not doing anything. When you just stack them up, here's another situation where I'm gonna take the better gonna take the better offense, and gonna take the better starting pitcher here in Grayson Rodriguez over Griffin Channing. I'm just gonna avoid the bullpen, just like yesterday, and definitely gonna avoid the bullpen today after the Orioles were able to squeak out the win. You got to look at that when you do full game money line. That's kind of like the Athletics. Like, I wouldn't take a stab at the Athletics today because they used their 2 best guys yesterday. Sure, they're certainly available to still pitch today, but the Yankees have a little bit of familiarity. I mean, it's hard as hell to hit that 102 miles an hour, but they've at least seen them. Here, same thing with the Orioles. Like, their bullpen numbers suck ass to begin with, and now the Angels have already seen their better arms at closing that game out. So no chance in hell you can get me on a full game money line with the Orioles, but I'll gladly put my money wherever the 2 advantages lie, which is in the starting pitching and in the overall offense versus hitting right-handers. So that'll be the play. Orioles F5 run line. Got to do the run line today just because of the price. We can't get that 2-way line at plus money today. So I'll take the F5 run line at minus 110. The Orioles will be winning the game through the first 5 innings. All right, let's shut up and pitch now. I'd like to give you a couple pitching props in this category. We will go ahead and get one on the card here at plus money. It's Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott of the Cincinnati Reds, under 5.5 Ks. This one's got a good hit rate so far on the season, 3 for 4 of staying under. His miss was with the Mariners when they've been striking out. It's been the last week or so that they've kind of calmed it down. So I'd actually be curious if he could stay under against the Mariners now with the way their numbers look really now, but we know that the Mariners have had trouble striking out. So just looking at the card, if that's going to be the miss, I'm okay with it. And even that was on the hook in its own right. Phillies, you were going to back them in some capacity today. We're going up against a left-hander. It's how can I back the Phillies today? 294 batting average, 529 slugging, 894 OPS, a 145 weighted runs created, all fantastic numbers. And another thing that's going to keep them successful at the plate is I think they have a chance to really get Andrew Abbott out early. Even if they're not successful hitting the ball, they draw a walk at 10.4%, which is 7th best in Major League Baseball, so a chance to run up the pitch count. And they should also avoid the strikeout. This isn't just a great offense versus left-handers. They only strike out at 19.8%. If you know me, I take an under whenever you're at 20% or under. They're just there at 19.8. You supplement that with some great hitting numbers. Again, 294, 145 weighted runs created. They're going to get to Andrew Abbott in some capacity. In case they aren't able to scrape across the runs on him, I think they're able to certainly avoid the strikeout with some great numbers they got him. So at plus money, yeah, you can go ahead and sign me up for Andrew Abbott under 5.5 Ks at even money. Yeah, even money. Another pitching prop here. I'll give you one more explanation and then just kind of throw another one out at you. White Sox, still bottom of the barrel. Still bottom of the barrel. 156 is what they're hitting versus right-handers. That's kind of laughable. 42 is the weighted runs created. They're slugging. 229, big power numbers over here, slugging 229. You got to take Pablo Lopez to go 6 strong in this game, I think at plus 110. While he's only done it once this year, he did go over in 2 of the 3 versus the White Sox last year. This is a prime spot. This reminds me of John Gray last week. Hadn't gone over 15.5 outs, but going up against a struggling Tigers team. Nobody is struggling more than the Chicago White Sox from left-handed, right-handed. You name the handiness. They can't hit a goddamn wet paper bag. So I'll gladly take Pablo Lopez. I think he can go 6+ strong at plus 110. I'll take a chance that he can get it done. Speaking of those Tigers, they're taking on the Rays. The other pitching prop just want to toss out to you is Ryan. I don't know how you say this guy's last name. We'll just say Ryan P. I think he should go over 16.5 outs at minus 105 over at DraftKings. We've kind of talked about the Tigers team. They still hit below the Mendoza line at 197. Weighted runs created at 74. I think that's a nice opportunity for him to go over 16.5 outs. So I just wanted to put that one, certainly want to put that one on your radar. All right, dog of the day. Usually I don't struggle to find a dog of the day, I got to admit. It's normally, I don't think it's a great day for dogs. I really don't. And, I'm just fine with that. We picked our spots yesterday, hit a lot of plus money bets. But today, where are we going to go for a dog of the day, boys? What's your best dog of the day? We do it here in the 4th inning, call it long shots. Let me know what your best dog of the day is. I'm going to throw out the Athletics, but I'm not betting the Athletics because, again, they used, however the hell you pronounce the 8th inning guy's name, and Mason Miller yesterday, their closer, which, God, it was really enjoyable watching those guys pitch. Those guys got electric stuff. And then the Yankees are obviously today going up against a right-hander in Blackburn, where we know their numbers are better than the Athletics. But I'm still going to take the Athletics. I think there's an opportunity to keep this game low scoring with Blackburn. The Yankees are, better numbers than the Athletics, but, nothing that they do from the right-handed standpoint grades out in the top 10. So it's nothing that I'm overly scared about. And bullpen-wise, it's about a wash still, as it was yesterday. So a day in which I think is really tough. I tell you guys I bet everything. I didn't bet the Athletics today because I'm really happy with my 205 cash yesterday, my plus 105 on the full game run line. Obviously the play that hit the card, and then I even did Rodon. I'm not going to go to the well and bet it, but I just don't like the dog. Maybe we'll see. Maybe my opinion will change in rapid fire and one will jump out, but no, I don't think it's a good day for dogs. Now, would I bet the Yankees on the flip side? No, I also wouldn't be betting the Yankees either. I'm not betting the Yankees. I'm not. If you're a Yankees bettor yesterday, don't go trying to get your money back. That team is struggling big time. And the Athletics, that bullpen, electric stuff coming in that bullpen. So tough day for the dogs. We'll get to it in rapid fire a little bit more, but I thought a tough day for some dogs. Let's keep swinging. Let's give out some hitting props. J.P. Crawford of the Mariners, he's 6 for 19 up against Dane Dunning. Adam Frazier of the Royals is 16 for 41 up against Kevin Gausman. And Justin Turner there of the Blue Jays is 6 for 14 up against Michael Walker. So maybe perhaps a same game parlay for your liking because those two guys are obviously involved in the same game. Just taking a peek here at the comments. 6th inning. What do we got? Nerfy of the day. Man, I like to hit it. I like to get back on the Nerfy hit. Lost the last 2 Nerfies. I'm doing Athletics Yankees. Blackburn, Stroman. It's minus 115 over on DraftKings. I'm fine with that. Won't make the card, but I did bet it. But, just struggling offenses versus right-handers. Blackburn, Stroman, like those guys. They've got some good numbers. Hell, Blackburn up until his last start hadn't even given up a run. I mean, that dude really stinking good. I'll take that as the Nerfy of the day. Nerfy of the day, Athletics Yankees. We'll do that one. All right, let's get to the best bet. That's what we do in 7th inning. Coming to a stretch. Best bet of the day on the card. There's 8 of them to pick from. Which one was the best bet? Rays F5 run line was the best bet of the day. Rays F5 money line. When you saw Kenta Maeda, you knew you were going to be fading his ass one way or another. Just pulling up the stats here. Detroit Tigers. Yeah, I mean, below the Mendoza line. No power at 316. Strike out a decent amount at 25.4%. Weighted runs created of 74. Of course, the Rays are better than all of that, striking out less at 22.9, hitting 230. OPS 627, weighted runs created of 88. So you can see not like dramatically better, but better though across the board. And then your big advantage comes in the starting pitching. You're going to have massive advantage in the starting pitching. Maeda is full on struggling this year. Love how the Tigers whooped ass yesterday. Time for the Rays to flip that script today. Give me the better offense. Give me the better starter. That's going to go ahead and be your best bet today. Rays, F5 run line. Shocker, we're not on the full game money line because you don't want a part of that Tigers bullpen. Parlay of the day. Call it the double play. Put two plays together. Are you betting baseball if you didn't fade Patrick Corbin today? Like, are you a baseball bettor if you didn't fade Patrick Corbin today? In every start, he's gone over 5.5 hits allowed. They always give him a long leash. They've got to make up for that $30 million they're spooling out there, and they're going to get 100 pitches out of that arm. I mean, they just look at his record. It doesn't matter how shitty he's pitching. They're going to get 100 pitches out of that arm. Again, everybody's gone over 5.5 hits allowed. He just faced this Dodgers team, which obviously we love. And it's not blindly betting. Hell, they've got the 10th best batting average versus left-handers at 271. Their numbers are coming back up, are the Dodgers, from both left-handed and right-handed standpoint. We obviously really only care about left-handed today. They don't strike out at 18%. Don't be worried that Patrick Corbin is going to lose this bet because he walks too many, because he gave up 4 walks in his last start as well. And still, like I said, every start has gone over 5.5 hits allowed. So I'm definitely not worried about him having bad control. Really going to look for the Dodgers to feast 5 days later on the same pitcher that they got lit up. 9 hits. Got 9 hits in his last start. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that one. I need to parlay that with something, though, to go ahead and bring that juice down. Another left-handed matchup is in Atlanta, where the Braves take it on the Marlins. I just don't think Trevor Rogers is going to be the win. I mean, I get the better hitting numbers all the way across the board. I get the better bullpen numbers all the way across the board, and big advantages in hitting and bullpen. I don't really think I get many advantages in the starting pitching, to be honest. I saw Trevor Rogers' last start against the Giants. We had a play on that game. I was watching it at the gym. Trevor Rogers actually pitching pretty good in that start. But so that's probably a wash from the starter. But, boy, the offensive numbers are way better. The bullpen numbers are way better. I can't imagine Trevor Rogers pitching that well, shutting down the Braves completely to where he can walk away with the win. So at minus 102, I'm going Corbin over 5.5 hits, Trevor Rogers to not be the winning pitcher. Let's hit the closer, catch the comments, catch the bets, and then let's hit rapid fire and talk about every single game. Let's do it, boys. How about them A's? Woo! They padded my bank account yesterday. Love to see it, Michael. Love to see it. I still don't understand the Yankee love yesterday, but, you know. A's only won from a lucky home run. Oh, so it was a lucky home run. Okay. I guess the Yankees didn't do anything offensively because they just luckily have shitty numbers, so I don't know, man. Actually, hold on. How about New York Yankees have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 8th worst home runs per 9 allowed out of the bullpen. Lucky? Just playing the stats. Not lucky. I'll take luck anytime. I'll definitely take luck every time. If luck wants to beat the stats every time, I'll take it. As long as I'm on that. Let's go. Chelsea game, thoughts? Matt and I are talking all the Premier League games here in 20 minutes. Matt's going to join us. There's 6 midweek games in the Premier League. Chelsea Arsenal today. Oh, yeah, that's one of the 6 we'll be talking about. Would you take Philly? Yeah, 100% I would take that. Is that a real price? Not fully question you, but I thought it was a little different when I saw it. Phillies. Yeah, plus 105 for sure. I would take it. The Reds on those same hitting stats were they're crushing it. Yeah, they're all the way down to 218. They strike out a ton at 29.5%. Yeah, Phillies way better. Yeah, they should be. What is it? It was Abbott versus was it Sanchez or Suarez? Who was it? Sanchez. Yeah, I would take it. I'd take Phillies. I definitely wouldn't take them on the full game. That bullpen's going to bite you in the ass. Obviously, you didn't last night. They had a substantial amount of lead, so no harm done with that bullpen. But you've got the right angle. Avoid the bullpen. Your advantages are all gone late in the game with that bullpen. So, through the first 5, I like it. It's at plus 105 on DraftKings. Just looked. Plus 105. I like it too. Kansas City Royals today. Yeah. Going to be at the Cubs-Astros game today. Any best bets? What's up, Nick? Good morning. Yeah, let's get to that one in rapid fire. We'll get to that one in rapid fire. It was 2 right-handers on the mound, and France and Wicks going. Astros had better numbers offensively. Bullpen... bullpen was the Cubs. So if you're in a bullpen game, you'll be sitting fine. If you're down by 1 run, maybe you live bet a comeback. Going to the game. My man. You got to let me know when you're going to these games. I'll meet you at that DraftKings Sportsbook there sometime. Let's see. Was either team strike out a ton? 27%, 17.5. Oh, yeah, but Wicks was at 3.5. I kind of like that under, but that 3.5 number was a little too low for my liking. There was no hitting stats because these teams don't play often enough. I wouldn't do any pitching prop from that game. Nothing I really like. They don't offer you any outs props. What's the old money line? It's even money. Yeah. Astros hit better, but it's not by a large amount. I mean, they hit 247. Cubs are at 223, but the Cubs have more power. At 367 versus 353. So the hitting numbers are pretty even. The bullpen advantages are actually quite good. The bullpen advantages are actually really stinking good. Yeah, I think Cubs on the money line, even money. Take whoever. Yeah, I like the Cubs on the money line. That probably could have been the dog of the day. All right, let's jump on into it, Nick. Give me that Cubs money line. Let's get it, boy. Oh, I didn't throw my bets up there. That's how we're doing it. The ones I haven't talked about, we'll catch them right here, obviously. You're a South Sider, going to be your first Cubs games. Nice. I've gone to White Sox games, but not the Cubs. I'll get up there with you, man. Let's get it. All right. Red Sox and Guardians. Over under of 8.5. Red Sox minus 115. Guardians minus 105. Kind of like the over here. Getting the better bats with the Red Sox. If I had to jump on a winner, the Ben Lively scares the ever little shit out of me. But if the Red Sox can, get into those good arms, I kind of like them. But I just like the over more. Over 8.5 between Red Sox and Guardians. Brewers and Pirates. I didn't handicap this one at all. Brewers says to be determined. Still says to be determined. So rely on most of the analysis from yesterday. Better bullpen than the Brewers. Don't really know who the Brewers are throwing. So that was kind of tough. I didn't do that one at all, to be honest. Phillies and Reds, over under of 9. Phillies minus 125, Reds plus 105. I do think Poop Slinger's got the best bet in that game. Just backing the Phillies through the first 5, and I don't want any piece of that bullpen. But at minus 125 from a rapid fire standpoint, when they didn't use their good arms yesterday, when they were able to tack on some more runs late in that game and pull away, I'll take the Phillies on the money line at minus 125. But give me Andrew Abbott under 5.5 Ks. Dodgers and Nationals, over under of 10, minus 218 for the Dodgers. Nationals plus 180. I mean, repeat pitching matchup for the Dodgers. Paxton avoided the Nationals last time out. Better hitting numbers with the Dodgers from a left-handed standpoint. Would I pay the minus? I'll pay the minus 130. Corbin's getting rocked. I get Dodgers on the run line. Tigers and Rays, over under of 8. Tigers plus 136. Rays minus 162. I like the Rays in this spot, and I bet they even cover the run line at plus 136. Nice hitting advantages, and I think a really, really nice starting pitching advantage. Maeda's just been atrocious to start his year, so I'll take the Rays on the run line, plus 136. Athletics and Yankees, over under of 8. Athletics plus 180. Yankees minus 218. I just think Blackburn with this Yankees struggling, their numbers are coming down. I think this is going to be another easy under we talked about yesterday. We didn't bet the under yesterday because we like the Athletics on the money line more. But I like the under again. This one I'll probably avoid the Yankees or the Athletics at plus 180. Live on yesterday's cash and go under 8. These bullpens are really good, folks. Under 8 for Athletics and Yankees. Marlins and Braves over under of 8.5 plus 210 for the Marlins. Minus 258 for the Braves. The Marlins hit okay versus left-handers, and Fried, it makes me nervous. And the way the bullpen's struggling for the Marlins, yeah, I like the over. I think both teams are scoring runs in this game, and obviously more than multiple. I think they're going to get a fair amount of runs in this game. I like the over 8.5 between the Marlins and Braves. Blue Jays and Royals over under of 8.5. Minus 122 for the Blue Jays. Plus 102 for the Royals. I like the Blue Jays. I mean, they get the better offense. They get the better bullpen. I like Gausman's stuff. Walker's, he's not bad in his own right. Gausman's better, but even if I'm getting the better offense, I'm getting the better bullpen. So hard not to like the Blue Jays. I took the Blue Jays, right? Oh, yeah, let me talk about this pick actually a little bit more. I took the Blue Jays. Yeah, why did I not take full game? Oh, I didn't take full game because I used their good arms out of the bullpen yesterday and I don't like that. I don't like hitting the same team on the money line 2 days in a row unless I lose, because then they didn't use their good arms. Like the Yankees last week. They lost, but it's like, okay, I'll go back to the well. They didn't use their good arms. So that's why I didn't do bullpen. Offense-wise, what do we got? 2 right-handers going on in the mound. Royals are below the Mendoza line, 189. Their weighted runs created of 84. I got 121 for the Blue Jays, and I'm hitting 263. My OPS is 748. I don't strike out at 17.5%. You're getting massive offense advantage versus right-handed pitching. We can debate the starting pitchers, but you can't debate that the Blue Jays have a far significantly better offense. So I'll avoid the bullpen in that one. The official play will be Blue Jays F5 money line minus 120. Rapid fire. I guess I'll just stick with the Blue Jays on the money line. White Sox and Twins, over-under of 7. What disrespect to this White Sox offense, but an over-under of 7 with Fetty on the mound. Plus 225 for the White Sox, minus 278. Nope. You can't paint a picture in which the White Sox can win this game. I mean, they're dominated on the mound. They're dominated, with the bats. Hey, 156? Guess it's just juiced out. I mean, it's just too. Twins is a parlay piece, fine. Dude, Twins is a parlay piece. Minus 278. That's a tough one. Astros and Cubs, we just touched on that game. Let's get it, Nick. Enjoy the time at the ballpark. I would take Cubs on the money line. Best bet. Offense is right there. Bullpen's a real nice advantage. Wicks, France, toss up. I'll take the plus money. Give me Cubs. I could price shop that for you. It only takes me 2 seconds. Remember, we use Odds Trader, free app. They don't plug me to say that shit. I just like the app. Let's see who's got the best price for Cubs money line. Plus 102 at FanDuel if you want to come along. I'll come along with you. You won't be on that one by yourself. That'll be one of my 20 plays I make every day. Cubs on the money line. Diamondbacks and Cardinals, over-under of 8.5. Diamondbacks plus 114. Cardinals minus 135. I originally liked Diamondbacks in this one a lot. I thought I was going to do Diamondbacks like F5 money line, F5 run line. You can't ignore the hitting advantage. This one actually I need to talk about because I got a bet in this play. I haven't done it yet. You can't ignore the hitting advantage. And we talked about this Diamondbacks team. We have faded Diamondbacks versus right-handers. We have done that. We did it just last week. Remember on Friday against the Giants? Giants came through and gave us a cash. I'll fade the Diamondbacks versus left-handers. I'm not fading these bastards versus left-handers, though. It hit 329. Their weighted runs created is 115. We know they don't strike out, 19.4%. OPS is 906. You know who's the worst hitting team versus left-handers? Cardinals, 148. 148 is what they're hitting versus left-handers. Weighted runs created of 43. So I thought I was just going to take F5 money line, F5 run line. Then you look up this guy, Tommy Henry, and he is shit on a stick. So I just think the Diamondbacks will be able to get to Steven Matz. They did it 2 starts ago. They covered over 1.5 team total. They just saw him again 2 starts ago. They've got great left-handed hitting numbers. I'm just going to avoid Tommy Henry on this one because while the Cardinals are awful versus left-handers, this guy is really stinking bad, Tommy Henry. So I'll take And I'm not taking Diamondbacks on a full game money line because we faded them yesterday because that bullpen is awful. And the bullpen did exactly what we thought it was going to do, give up a lead and let the Cardinals win. So I'm only backing the Cardinals through the first 5. I'm only backing the Diamondbacks through the first 5. I'm just re-looking at the bullpen stats. Yeah, I'm not backing Arizona full game. Not happening. Yeah, not happening. What's Steven Matz's case? Probably around 5.5? 4.5. And juice to the under. No way you pay minus 140 for that. Yeah, that's tough. F5 is what? Hold up. F5 money line with the option to push is plus 130. That was not earlier. Oh. Tommy Henry. Who have you gone up against? Have you gone up against good left-handed hitting teams? Is that why you suck ass? Hold on. Let's dive into Tommy Henry a little deeper. 1.8 whip, and I'm thinking about backing this poor bastard. Got rocked by the Cubs. They crushed left-handers. Got rocked by the Rockies. They can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag. Yeah, they hit in 216. Braves, they were actually struggling when he faced the Braves because I remember not making that bet because the Braves for a while there couldn't hit left-handers. Okay outing, 5 innings, 2 runs, not terrible. And then you face the Rockies again, and they lit your ass up. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my bet. I don't want to put any of my money behind Tommy Henry, so I can't do that. So that's a tough game. That's a tough game because the Diamondbacks bullpen's awful. Again, was on full display last night. That's a tough one. I would take Diamondbacks F5 money line plus 130 with the option to push. I'll go back in and buy that one myself at some point today. I got to go buy Cubs. I got to buy that. Yeah, I'll be back in on that. Mariners and Rangers, where they broke that game down. Mariners were the dog. Now they're the favorite at minus 112, as they should be. They've got the better offense, better starter, better bullpen. So nice to see everybody's agreeing and flipping that around. Padres and Rockies. I think I got a bet on this game. Yeah, we ain't talked about this one yet. Hold on. Over-under of 9.5, minus 155 for the Padres. Rockies plus 130. 2 right-handers on the mound. Let's jump on into the stats. Right-handers. Where are we at? Rockies, bottom of the barrel. 3rd worst, 187. Strikeout a ton at 29.9%. Woo. No power, 267. Weighted runs created is second to last. Oh, wow. Is dead last. I meant to say the White Sox are second to last in something offensively. They're not dead last in everything. Rockies come in dead last on weighted runs created at 34. All right, the Padres are obviously a much better. Weighted runs created of 96. They're hitting 249. Their OPS is 667. They don't strike out at 21.3%. Michael King was the main piece in the Juan Soto trade. This guy is absolutely legit. This guy went like 7 strong last outing against the red-hot Milwaukee Brewers. He is the real deal. Now he gets a struggling Rockies team. They should be winning the game through the first 5. So that was a no-brainer. Why didn't I do the full game? Once again, Padres won 3-1, just avoiding the bullpen that used the good arms yesterday. So I'll focus on through the first 5. Orioles and Angels. I think I bet this game too. Oh, yeah, we talked about this one. Over-under of 8.5. Orioles minus 162. Angels plus 136. I'll take the over 8.5. I'll take the over 8.5 in that matchup. Angels bullpen, Orioles bullpen throwing the good on. I'll take the over 8.5. When did that game go yesterday? 4-2, I think. Yeah, I'll take the over 8.5. And then Mets and Giants over under of 7 plus 114 for the Mets. Giants minus 135. Yeah, this one was tough for me. This one is how much weight are you going to put in a Logan Webb and how much weight are you going to put in the Logan Webb at home? Because hitting stats, while the Giants do have the number 1 batting average right now, actually versus right-handers, they actually have the 3rd best weighted runs created. The Mets are top 5 across the board in their own right. I mean, they're literally not that far behind. So the Giants do look better a touch. What about the bullpen? I don't. What happened in that game, in that series yesterday? 5-2 Giants win. Doval, I think that's their closer. Rogers, I know. Is that their closer? Yeah, that's their closer. I'd take a chance of the Mets plus 114. That's probably be my dog. It might probably be close to the dog of the day. This Mets bullpen's number one opponent's batting average, number one whip, sixth best ERA, seventh best FIP. And these Giants, they've been at the bottom of everything. I've been cycling my name through, yeah. Yeah, I will take the Mets. I'll probably just take the F5 over looks really good with the way these offenses are killing it versus right-handers. What is that? If they got a low total of 7, that means that first 5 maybe at 3.5 instead of 4.5. Yeah, 3.5 at minus 110. I'll probably put my unit right there too. 3.5. Wow. Minus 110. I'll go Mets money line. Mets money line. Mets money line. Logan Webb's a dog though. God damn. I was in that casino watching that game, that one we cashed on Friday against the Diamondbacks. I was at the casino watching that. Holy hell, that guy is a beast. Your Phillies' best bet yesterday was good, but the sun shines on a dog's ass every now. Yeah, sometimes, right. You can handicap this shit all you want. Some days either don't go that way, or sometimes you get lucky, or you know what I mean? You're going to go with Kyle Tucker for a dinger on Tuesday. Now you're going to have me pull up, keep swinging. Might as well just have a look. Has he even faced JP France before? Not that that's the end-all, be-all by any stretch. Oh, Kyle Tucker. Oh, versus Jordan Wicks. Nope, he's never gone up against this team, so no history. Good luck. Win by 2 on DK as well. There you go. That's my Nerfy of the day there, Al. Nerfy of the day. I agree with you. DraftKings got their win by 2. What would I use it on? Then we'll get Matt in here in 2 minutes. And we'll get Matt up in here in 2 minutes. We'll talk Premier League. You want to know what's happening in Chelsea versus Arsenal? Matt and I will tell you in 2 minutes. Phillies are a good option for the +2. Phillies are a good option. Blue Jays are a good option. I'm going to log in. I'll use one of these while I'm talking. Plus, I want to bet that Diamondbacks. I want to bet that Cubs. Which one will I use the early 2 on, though? Let's see. Phillies are an option. I'd actually rather do it. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really. Yeah. Phillies are an option. Blue Jays are a good option. Cubs are. I don't think the Cubs are the great or the better option. Man, Diamondbacks, if you can trust Tommy Henry, but I can't do that, man. I think Mariners are a good option. Padres are definitely a good option. Woo, max bet, 10 duelers. I went Phillies. Obviously, the strategy in that is, you obviously you gotta like their advantages, but then you really gotta start looking at away teams. Who gets to bat first? All right, let's get us a Matt and talk some Prem, boys. Let's go find Matt. Where's he at? Yeah. All right, Matt, where you at? Let's get it, boys. Put this up here while we're just hanging out so you can get the bets. While we're waiting on that. Chelsea and Arsenal today. Chelsea and Arsenal is the only matchup today in the Premier League. Who's on the over and the under in that game? On the over or the under? Over or under? Got a free bet over on BetMGM. Same game parlay. Must be used in a same game parlay. I went ahead and said Arsenal's going to win via win the nil. Declan Rice will take a shot. Don't give a shit if it's on target. Just take a shot, Declan Rice. And give me under 10.5 corners is how I used my same game parlay free bet over on BetMGM. Let's go ahead and get Matt's thoughts. Well, hey there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome on into Between the Posts, talking Premier League midweek games with Matt. Definitely into the run-in now, Matt. What's going on, man? Missed you last week. How you been doing?
Good, man. Very good. See, you got a lot of plays there. Are you fading my Giants? Is that what I was listening to the show towards the end, and I heard you were talking about the Mets bullpen. I think that the Giants bullpen is fantastic too. Maybe the numbers aren't there yet for them, but it is a good bullpen. I know that for sure.
Good bullpen. Not as good as the Mets, but good bullpen. And you used your better arms. I would, gun to the head, I would take a stab at the Mets before I took a stab at the Giants. Yep.
So you're saying like the early season stats show that the relief, like the bullpen is better for the Mets, or you think that it just like overall like talent, like rest of season type stuff is?
I handicap last 10 days. So it gives you basically what you've done against 3 opponents.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that, I mean, those Giants, they've got those 2 Rogers brothers, and then Duvall, like you were talking about. I mean, he throws gas. He's good. He's very good. So if they're ever up by 1 going into, 7th, 8th, 9th, you feel pretty good with them.
Yeah, those guys pitched out last night. We're able to close the game out. Good luck today against those Mets. Let's jump on into it, man. Midweek Premier League games. What's going on, Israel? Hope you're doing well, man. I know your Blues are in action today. You're headed over to the Emirates to see if you can put some drama into this title race. Arsenal, Chelsea. Matt, what are we thinking here with this one, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's no real opinion as of now. Like, you still kind of have to wait to see what lineups drop, really. I mean, Cole Palmer gets sick. You have to like Arsenal, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. I mean, Gusto, who's been very, very good, picked up a knee ligament injury.
Oh, the whole team just gets
Chilwell out. I mean, Gusto's been so good. Every time I watch him, I'm impressed. Obviously, I mean, they're going to need Cole Palmer here. The line is, it is what it is. Like, honestly, like, sometimes, I mean, try to find the best Arsenal price. If you can find, like, minus 220, I think that's, like, honestly, I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win the match. I don't know what other way it's going to go, but I think they're going to win. So you could use them as a first leg of a two-leg parlay. I think that's fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah, Matt, we were talking about this game yesterday. I messaged you Arsenal clean sheet plus 180, and I didn't give it out. I didn't tweet it because I was like, well, that one will make it to the show. It's plus 140. like people are agreeing with me that Arsenal may actually keep this clean sheet. And I didn't think people were going to agree with me. I thought people were going to see a classic both teams to score and an over 2.5, with Arsenal being the team that can get more of the goals than what Chelsea can. I'm not getting to the betting window if I know Cole Palmer's in or out of this team. I mean, Cole Palmer is everything on this Chelsea. If it's not Cole Palmer, I don't care about Madueke. I don't care about Jackson. You want to bring in Mudryk or Sterling? It's all trash around Cole Palmer. Nobody's got a touch like he does. It can finish anything. So I need to know if Cole Palmer's in this game. I like my plus 180 Arsenal clean sheet with or without Cole Palmer. It will not be a play because nobody can get anywhere near that price, and I'm sorry. I thought that price would make it, today and make it to the show. But this is an Arsenal clean sheet victory. This is if Cole Palmer's in there, maybe they get a goal. But I don't think they're going to get a goal at the Emirates here. I think they're going to be very tough here. Remember, one of their 2 goals last time came via the penalty kick, and wasn't a game in which Chelsea was all that much great. It was a 2-2 game. I like Arsenal in this. You saw them go to the Molineux. You guys saw that I tweeted out. I was on the under in that game. Arsenal is just going to start picking up win to nils here and keeping everything nip and tuck in the back. So already the best defense in the league.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, I think the only thing, if this Palmer's in or not. I mean, because remember we talked about it the last show. These Chelsea matches have been bonkers for the most part. Like the 1-0 City, but 4-2-2s, 4-2s, 2-2, 1-1. I mean, everything. So, I mean, I'll be, as a fan rooting on Chelsea to pick up a point, but I think that they're just classic Chelsea, and they're going to screw me over here and not have their best 11, not be able to really compete here. But Chelsea, unbeaten run of 8 matches consecutive in the Prem.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a good little run here.
And people will say Chelsea could have scored against City, which they could have. But also their finishing has been bad all season. Like what they did against City in that semifinal is what they've been all season. Nobody can finish really outside of Cole Palmer. So I'm not really too worried about an Arsenal win here.
Yeah, I think that Arsenal are in a good way here for this one.
I think you're probably right. The safest play is just to make it a parlay piece and find something else to parlay the minus 220 with and not have to worry about sweating out a Chelsea goal or no goal.
Yep.
All right, 4 matches on Wednesday. Why don't you go ahead and kick off the first one? Molineux, Wolves, Bournemouth. What do you like in this one?
Yeah. I'm trying to get everything pulled up. So, we've got Wolves, Bournemouth. Pretty much a pick 'em, just shaded to Bournemouth. Kind of a tough match to call, really, in general. Like, I haven't been betting on a lot of Wolves matches recently. They've still got some injury concerns, I believe, and I'm looking at the table right now for injuries. Yeah, no Neto, no Cunha, no Lamina. Lamina's huge for them. Looks like no Semedo in the back line. Bournemouth are still kicking on, man. I mean, they're you try to find teams right now that are kind of sleepwalking through the end of the stage, this stage, and I don't think that Bournemouth's one of them because they've just been doing so well this season, like over their expectations. I think that Bournemouth draw no bet looks pretty safe here, but nothing for right now for me.
Wolves scared me a little bit with some of their absentees, and you highlighted 2 of them, and Cunha and Neto, and obviously those are their 2 biggest ones. But then if I just look at the stats, I feel like both teams to score can hit because it's hitting 83% of Bournemouth's last 6. It's hitting 67% of Wolves' last 6. They've kept no clean sheets in their last 6. They've been scoring, even though they don't have their guys. Bournemouth have scored a goal in all of their last 6 matches. So I feel like this one, should certainly have a both team to score and have the goals. I like the stats. I would even maybe push it up to the over 2.5 in both teams to score at minus 115 because I'm that confident they can get there. Bournemouth's games are going over 2.5 83% of the time. So at minus 115, it's not terrible. I'm a little nervous though with just the absentees, but hoping the home crowd at the Molyneux can get them a goal. They were able to win this reverse fixture 2-1. Not a game that I feel great about, but I feel like there are goals by both teams to be had.
Yeah, it's a hard game to get excited about. I agree with that sentiment, like of goals in this one. I mean, I kind of like Bournemouth team total over 1.5 just because I trust their offense a little bit more. Plus 110. You're looking at a team in Wolves three straight home defeats, and then you're looking at Bournemouth who struggle on the road. They've only won 1 of 7 on the road, but they've been scoring. They've scored in 13 consecutive road matches. Wolves have conceded 1 in all of their last 8. I think that the trends would point to Bournemouth team total over 1.5.
Like it. Is that plus money?
Yeah, it is. I think that one that's a decent lean that could make the card.
Like it. Like it. This was a team you were on last week. Crystal Palace at home against Newcastle. So Newcastle away from home looks like a nice spot. I don't know if you'll like Newcastle again. I still or Crystal. I don't know if you like Crystal Palace. Yeah, I kind of like Newcastle. I don't know if I'm backing them on the road to get a result, but this one smells funny. Even though I think the play is the over from the stats. A contrarian bet to me. Something says that this is going under because outside of the last one, it's gone 5 straight unders and they've all been easy unders. I remember previewing this one would have been early last year and thinking it's going under. And then Newcastle got me 4-0. Well, Newcastle's at home in that game. That's what they do at home. They don't do anything like that on the road. So I kind of like the under 2.5, and stats don't like the under, but I'm just telling you what I like.
Get on the Eze and Elise train right now. I mean, they're cooking, and I've already bet this one. I bet right on open Crystal Palace plus a quarter of a goal at home. All they need to do is get a result. I got it at minus 130. I think it was minus 128, minus 130. It might be minus 140 now. I would get on this one. I like Crystal Palace in this spot. I think that under the new manager, they've been so much better. Eze and Elise are, elite. Really, they're elite in this league. They are. Mateta is playing right now, and Newcastle still have so many injuries. I think you look at the last 9 home matches for Palace here. They've scored. So it's going to take 2 Newcastle goals. To probably beat this one, and I think that Newcastle can score 2 here at Selhurst. So, yeah, I'm on the home side here. I was on, I DM'd you last week. I said get on Palace team total over 1.5, and it cashed within 15 minutes.
Yeah, quick.
Something like that. It was a quick cash. I'm riding that train here too. I like Palace. Give me plus a quarter of a goal. If they draw this match, I'll win half my stake.
Like it right there. Yeah, Crystal Palace, their game still averaged only 3 goals per match, which is still last in the Premier League. They've gone under in 3 of their last 5. I still think this is still an under team, and with Newcastle not being at home, I think this is where you can get a big plus 145 price for that under 245, and maybe a little dicey.
So, yeah,
they all go like that.
My only I guess disagreement with that would just be like Elise and Eze have only started this season together on the same pitch, 6 or 7 matches. Mm-hmm. So not a lot of data to go off of that. They've both had these injury struggles throughout the season, but now they're both fit and in fine form. So that front 3 is humming right now. So I would expect goals in this one.
All right. What about for Jurgen Klopp, his last ever Merseyside derby? It will be in Goodison Park. Is this one? Liverpool have 4 straight clean sheets up against Everton. I'm not seeing that change anytime soon. I like Liverpool in the win to nil for the price here. I think it's good. I think it's just plus money. Let me get a price on that. But, yeah, I like Liverpool. They're going to keep clean sheeting Everton, which is, like I said, what they've done in the last 4. I just don't see that stop it anytime soon. Everton, yeah, you can look at some of the results that they've gotten lately, but like last week against Forest, Forest is no good. They're obviously in a relegation battle in their own right. So I like Liverpool, 1-0. I wouldn't do any team total with them. You heard in Jurgen Klopp's press conference today, Jota is going to go ahead and be out for 2 weeks. It's like as soon as he gets a guy back, he goes right back on to the recovery room. But no, Liverpool getting the exact price. Yeah, it's plus 150.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with some of your sentiment. I'm on the under here. I think that's just kind of a classic
Yeah,
Merseyside derby. Everton have a good defense. They're going to be tough to break down. Their offense isn't very good. Um, I think that Liverpool will control the match, and I think that this is going to be a low-scoring game. So, give me under 3 goals here at -110. I think it's going to be like a 1-2 to Liverpool.
yeah,
If it ends 2-1, I get my money back type thing. So yeah, under 3 goals for me here.
yeah. I like the under. I like that as well. All right, what about what do we got? Manchester United taking on Sheffield United. I just never know what to get with this Manchester United team, except for they're going to concede late. So go ahead and get that live bet in while you're watching the game. Sheffield will bag a goal in the last 15 minutes. You can bank on that. To me, I just don't know what to get. Garnacho came off the last game due to an injury. If they don't have him, they could be in real trouble because Rashford, not sure how he continues to be trotted out there as a starting member every week, but Ten Hag loves him for some odd reason. He's not dribbling. He's not taking on anybody direct. He's just taking these wild ass shots from beyond the 18. He's not doing anything right. United should be able to beat a Sheffield team. Maybe a Sheffield Arsenal parlay. That's -112, but price shot. But United matches are tough. You never really know how they're going to turn, other than goals. And I bet the both teams to score in over 2.5. Those is not good.
It's fine. It's -137 at FanDuel. That's what I'm playing. I think that Sheffield will score. I think that United will score. I think this game will go over. I see goals. I think that if you're betting this from a side, I'd be looking towards Sheffield and on an Asian handicap line.
I like it. Should be the second straight match, unless he wants to try somebody else, that Casemiro should be a center back. That was pretty awful. He had a good opening 20 minutes, and then he was kind of the fault of that second half of why Coventry was able to get back in it. Unless he trots somebody else back in the experiment, it'll be Casemiro again. And any Premier League side can get at, a CDM playing center back. They can get at that.
I agree. So I think that this game has tons of goals in it, tons of them.
Okay.
I really do. I think that Sheffield are going to score twice. I think that United are probably going to score twice. I think this is a game filled with goals, in my opinion. So both teams are scoring over 2.5 for me.
United's out of the top 4 race, and they know fifth place due to everybody bowing out early in the quarterfinals. That fifth place may not go to England, may go to another country. 16 places off of fourth place. There's no chance in hell they're getting fourth place. So, as Ten Hag said, people got to start performing well if they want to make that final start in 11. So maybe you will get some good performances. Maybe that'll be a good motivation tool. I just a little bit too inconsistent for my liking. I think you're right. Probably just goals is on the menu.
Yep.
All right, last one here. It's Thursday. The only match, there's one on Thursday. Brighton at home taking on Manchester City. When we were talking about this one, Matt, I think we slightly disagree with this one a little bit. If I re-pull up the stats here, City's still seeing both teams to score, coming in at 83%. Brighton isn't, and it's mostly doing to their own inability to score. They're not scoring at 50% of their last 6 matches, but everybody scores on City. Everybody's having to get some good moments against them. I kind of like the both teams scoring over 2.5 at -110 over on ESPN Bet. I don't think there's any real injury concerns. The long list that kind of Brighton have had, and then City's only got Holland. He's dealing with an illness. health problem. Yeah, I like the both teams scoring over 2.5, Matt. I like it.
Yeah, I just don't know if Brighton can expose them or not. I mean, yeah, the both team score has hit in the last three head to heads. It's hitting a lot of these head to heads actually, um,
Yeah,
going
one.
back. But
Yeah.
I think that Brighton are in a weird, just kind of a weird moment right now. They're just not like, I don't think that they have what it takes to expose City on the counter attack. I think when you look at some of the teams that have been exposing City, you look at the Real Madrids, they probably have the best counter-attacking team in the world right now. Palace scored twice, and we just talked about them. Elise and Eze, that's a good counter-attacking team. Liverpool scored against them. Um, you know, Luton scored twice, but that was I mean, they still got dusted. Uh, yeah, I'm on under 3 goals here. I just think that this is kind of a classic City get the job done, scrape by, and win this 1-1, 2-0 or 2-0.
Hmm.
Or maybe
What's your
we can talk about this a little bit again on Thursday.
What's your Arsenal City parlay coming at plus money? I would I
Yeah,
would I would in this run in take the big boys to continue just winning on the run in and picking up the 3 points.
you're right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that. No, that's a good one.
There's
Plus
not.
money, City. No, give me that.
Yeah, I'm not price. I can get you actually the absolute best price. Hold on, I get it for you. For anybody else who's interested, we can get the best price. Odds Trader. English Premier League. Give me Arsenal. Okay. All right, it's gonna be over on BetMGM. I'll get you the best. I'll get you the exact price if you're interested in Arsenal City parlay. I kind of do like that.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That might be a 2 unit.
As of now, guys, I don't have anything to give out. I was almost going to give out Arsenal clean sheet, but we're nowhere near in the same neighborhood of getting the same price, so I'm not going to give that out. Maybe I'll give out Arsenal City. I got till I want to look and see if Palmer's not in there. I'm just going to hit it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's plus 113, a lot better. MGM definitely has the best
yeah.
price.
Okay, I like that.
Any of those official ones you've got, Matt?
Yeah, yeah. No, Palace plus a quarter. United, Sheffield, both teams scoring over 2.5, and Liverpool, Everton under 3 goals.
Okay, wow, a nice little card. You like this little midweek action?
Yeah, I do.
Next, I'm gonna probably hop on that under tomorrow, Everton Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at this Palace Newcastle. I gotta spend some time. I kind of like it though, but that's just me. So all right,
Yeah,
cool. And then what? A lot of games this weekend, I assume. So come on back Thursday.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, Matt. Start off the week hot. Let's start off with the good cashes.
Let's do it. Thanks, Jason.
All right, see you, man.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Throw this up again one more time so you can get a screenshot. That's how I'm rolling today. Little same game parlay free roll there on BetMGM, but the main stake. 8 units on the MLB card. That's what I'm talking about. 8 of them. Let's go, boys. Get it. Mariners money line minus 105. Rays F5 run line minus 108. Orioles F5 run line minus 110. If you hit that like button yet for each play you're tailing, go ahead and hit that like button. It's Padres F5 run line minus 115. Blue Jays F5 money line minus 120. Andrew Abbott at even money for under 5.5 Ks. And then a couple parlays there for you guys as well. All right, come on back for Wednesday. Should the games come early? Is it getaway day? Couple day games. Couple day. Let's do a look ahead. I like the look ahead. I don't know if you guys like it, but I like it. Let's see. Cardinals, Diamondbacks. All right, Jordan Montgomery, much better left-hander than Tommy Henry going today. If the Cardinals don't hit shit today versus Tommy Henry, I'll really like the Diamondbacks tomorrow with Jordan Montgomery going. 2 lefties between the Mets and the Giants going. That means the Mets will have the advantage, and it's Blake Snell. Can't wait to maybe fade him. Orioles, seeing another left-hander in Tyler Anderson. They're throwing out Dean Kremer. Man, may just keep riding the Orioles. See what they do today. Pirates, Brewers, 2 righties going. That's going to go back to liking the Brewers. Phillies, Reds, a lefty and a righty going. Probably like the Phillies again. Dodgers, Nationals. This was our dog of the week last week. Plus 205 hit when Jake Irvin came through in this exact pitching matchup. Be a little tougher for him 5 days later, I'm sure, but we'll see. Flaherty for the Tigers, and the Rays are throwing Tyler Alexander. Probably like the Rays again today or tomorrow. Athletics, Yankees. Boyle versus Schmidt. I'll actually hope that the Yankees win today, so then I can be guaranteed to get the Athletics good arms, fresh, ready to go on Wednesday. After an off day today, I kind of be liking the Athletics tomorrow. Marlins, Braves. Tough one. White Sox, Twins. White Sox, man, they're awful. Royals, Blue Jays. Another tough one. Mariners, Rangers. I would like the Mariners again tomorrow. Let's hope they can win big and not burn up those bullpen arms. I see no reason to not like the Mariners again tomorrow. Not as great of a pitching advantage. John Gray makes it a little tighter, but still you can't ignore the bullpen and hitting advantages. And then a couple to be determined for pitchers that I just kind of skipped over. So, all right, there it is, boys. See you back here tomorrow. Have a good one.